boriet ab Kolenjin asiketau ng'ololutik emetab raini.
Biikab Kolenjin kongoi amun langatuni kemiten kibagenge asikeng'alalen nafasi nebo the youth and politics and leadership. Kikurenon Malon Victor Arap Rono abunu Bureti Netebes kokwetab Chesingoro en olimbo Litei ako kongoi amun kibendi keng'olole tugul. Asante sana Kibet amun keta chance keng'alalen akobo vijana.
Yes, karibu sana. Amune olimbo town.
Chome ketown. Ane abokora ayaunen boisienyun olimbo Nairobi. Ngunon imi Nairobi chitab Kolenjin, chitab Bureti, chitab Kericho, inyoru John Muthithii Road. Koyoto yoen mung'aret ak tuguk alak kora chechang chebo sobet.
Yes. Ichi nekakoker bororiet, ichi na abokora kosibi biik your footsteps. En ng'alekab siasa ak ng'alekab boisionikab bandab tai, how did you win Nairobi? Kiiwinen ano? Most of the time biik chechang komoche konyokoren koba taonishek chu.
Kachome amun meng'ololen siasa kityo. Meng'ololen political leadership inegen, keng'alalen politics and leadership.
Yes.
Ko ane ko amache amwa I think ako magilen kawoleke. I have been able to lead en komostab biashara. Ak ayai tuguk chechang.
Yes.
Amache awekten betei kidogo. Ane komatou en Nairobi. 2008, 2009, 2010.
Yes.
Ukechobe simoishek en roret en olimbo Bureti.
Yes.
Achop simoishek, akealdoi spares chebo simoishek, tuno ke-createn kora leadership in that area. Amun ane ak partner nenyu nekikuren Dennis, ne is already in peace amun kikosirto. Ko kikiyai boisiet nekikararan nekibaech kobai lagokchok ak tun komutan ane awe Nairobi. Ai Nairobi asoman. After masomo, ayai kora tuguk chechang en space nebo amun space nebo mung'aret amun kiyatau mung'aret keny en roret. So ngami yun atau ayai mujengo, ayai supplies, aalde bokoinik, aalde banyek, kiatinye butcheries by the way. Ak nguni ayae tuguk chechang kora alak. Nguni keng'olole aroneni an IT firm, kiako-founded an IT firm together with my friend Molel.
Yes.
Nekikuren Duka Kit. Nekiyome ketoret mung'aroshek koik easy management nebo inventory chechwak, hotels, clubs, shops, different things.
Yes.
So in terms of conquering Nairobi, ko kianyikanitu. Aitau nana ale mabo chi. Ole tugul ko nenyo tugul.
Tinye chi tugul uwezo.
Tinye chi tugul nafasi as long as kabwatengung to barak yu.
Now, sometime kuin kukombosinge chito ak ole kawe town amun ana kekere taonishek chu alak chu echen keker kele uo mi biik chebo. How did you compose yourself? And amun biik alak kokere kole ngenyoru mara nafasi en Nairobi inam mung'aret, nafasi en Nairobi nebo inyoru a place neimuche iburen. Because one, in ane I must congratulate you because kin kokasibo footsteps chekuket, I realized that kin kokewe Nairobi komebakach biik en gaa. Kinam biik kora chekikere le tinye that potential and they are willing kinet. Ingilonye sait age kamwa kele lazima iborchi chito ile kiborto ano njiriot, maibe inam njiriot kityo ak inyo ile nao koroibun. How did you compose yourself ak inai ile ikoteche ko kibunu borietab Kipsigis ana borietab Kolenjin, we can make it in town. Chechen cheu chon.
Ane ke Nairobi. Nairobi kasomani kakabwatenyun ko sirtoyoten en nebo kawaida keyai mung'aret ko kechenge part of the reasons kyo Nairobi mawoldake kyomache batesenda mung'aretab simet en Nairobi. Nimure yuno tamolenjini biik Nairobi ko a place ne takainyoru yemenye. You don't need anything else.
Yes.
Amun ruondo neui tuguk alak imuche iyoktegei. Ngimande subui ak iweke jioni ko lazima kot komuche akot kiyokte imuche kelian. Ko mi biik chekianyoru kotienge kabwatenyun.
Yes.
Ak akilit nekiatinye akobo sobet. Mi biik chekianyoru keyai boisionik kibagenge koyokto na 1 2 3 ai 1 2 3 tatuna yakane tukuchu kwane kina tukuchu kwane ko gemwa ile mautien bigeka
Yes.
Chambi kikiramut koba Nairobi ko kwa boisionik ukiagere ko geret nemiten takinam biik amu vijana wenzangu chichiki ngololi ndani kunoto nemokyingei sobet amu ka hakuna shamba mami mbaret au kisoman kabisa kakotar sukul hakuna biashara mamiten kasit agere ale amu karanyoru nafasi au karanyiganitu ako kakoyanan tau ala amut ala baba yuna ako testai keyai kasit noto so ngengololi ko tuguchu chang tukiae ko iyo agenge kotogengo as long as the goal is defined.
Right, noton ko Mheshimiwa Marlon Victor Rono neine kwagenge en kondoige chekikokomposengei anan kikoyankei kole business ak ng'alekab leadership kimuche keker kele kakiyai ak kikimit mising en ng'alek choton chetinyegei ak neranik. Now bwana Mheshimiwa Marlon, tian bikyok chemi town nemi Nairobi amun komwaun alen anan komakonye chito kwo town nebo Nairobi kabisa kobo konamun mung'aret amun inye kit agenge ko in been to your constituency most of the time, sub county nebo Bureti ko in ng'ung komo tonen itikab biik chechang en sub county nebo Bureti ako tor nyoteben kora en sait age alen ndotukur raini biikab ye lakwani weken anyin yun amun kokemokyingei en gaa nono kotokindoi taban. Une nebo bikyok chebo borietab Kalenjin kikonamin kole nao taonit nebo Nairobi ko nenyon akechek. Apart from ot kingetau serikalitab President William Ruto ko kikimwoe kelelen this government nenyon serikali, yani nenyon government. Ko sait age biik chechang chemi taonitab Nairobi kekere kouon manyoljin biikab bororietab Kalenjin, lakini kikokonyo president ko biik chechang ko kitrusten president kole lakwani kobunu gaa. Une nambaitab bikyok chebo gaa cheki akonam sanine kiwao, yani kochesan ko ichek koborioshek chun alak.
Statistics chebo chitab Kalenjin en Nairobi ko en nguni komelen ngering chang, lakini ngenam entire population of Nairobi ko ngering, is a very small percentage.
Yes.
There is a reason to explain that. Biik kyok eleo chemiten Nairobi ko chekibukotoi mung'aret akoyankei anan ko chekinyo mi serikali mi ono ko eleo amache kosirin serikali anan kosirin any sector koter ak iwe itokyi Kalenjin konyone Nairobi kosir sikowek gaa. That is the difference. So chi neking'et ak kokole kabokwai yungui gaa akocheng'en tuguk akoribe lagokchik ko kakochang'a en yung kosirech. Echek kebendi kecheng'e ngomanam line Avia Center. Yoni ini iborchinigei Bomet chitab Kericho anan ko chitab Bomet ko chitab Olimbo Eldoret koloboti akine. So ngeng'olole makararan namba nenyon nebo biik in terms of the entire size of population of Nairobi komakitinye enough numbers. Lakini en kabwatenyu ketokchinigei yoto amun biik chemiten rani ko chang kosir chekimiten 10 years and 5 years ago.
Yes. Now inimwa kou nono kemwa ile biik chechang kechoket ko ingen kichwa Avia Center yon koker kole matakonam line amun you are a living testimony. Ongen ale ndaunit ko you encounter challenges chekiimuch ko buildenin. Chito age komoche kit nekure quick win. The moment kenam any kind of business ko lazima inam na ifaulu wakati huo. Tos kinitau Nairobi, kiniwendi Nairobi ibeitauge. Did you incur challenges? Ako number 2, kin kokere ile ne yekatokosit meya nenyon Avia Center. mi challenges kinitau boisioni
Mide, mi uinwek ko lazima. Ako mwae Mwingereza kole where there is no pain, there is no gain. Lazima komwani. Ako tiongo inyo nyumbani kora, mebare ile nyo urezi. Kete jiko grade ya aye ko ya ji na mungu remember this painful. What assisted me for resilience nagira build. Ako and I'm not alone by the way. We have very many young people one in Nairobi. Che kiko ger uinwek che nyigise.
Yes.
En uinwek choto ngabara midstones ko gi steady.
Yes.
Amun temporary. Na ko kage lakini tangu mwa Bible kole though it tarries it shall surely come. So yani akondau yetu ana go itu ke mo ndati ako lazima ko yetu.
Kotorwech.
When ke Nairobi with that in mind ongonole this is the only place and for the youth but namwaji the youth chegere chala ngatunirani. My mantra ko kai mande iwe Nairobi ana iwe Mombasa ana iwe Eldoret ngoba ko uitiono option kumagewe nyumbani inate town ake ana ila nyinde ibodage. We have to look huko isip kyo kingo bwana leki mungete mbigo limba Kongo ngite no limba Kongo ko bwadulu South Sudan ko tiachala Ethiopia ko bwala in ko bwala abo Kenya abanyo bala ko ger Tanzania ole ile ngo gi bichono ko mayinga ko bichon puto ugole amu bichu ko gizu resources kingo bwa asiko bet gigurene siko bet pascha ko no to ko chengi ko bwa kora ko bet jobi ko na ta ko chengi le mibi patako ko jemi tenen ran. So my mantra is if it becomes difficult where you are it just die.
Make even up.
Don't give up. Go move to the UK. Let's go. Yes.
Alright, noton ko Mheshimiwa Victor Rono Malon en kainet age agere biik chechang chebo in sub county nebo Bureti tayari kakoyok ujumbe watasomane ujumbe chebo biikab olebo Bureti ak biik chechang kakokon kerenywan inakwa kiumite Facebook ak YouTube amache akwon ujumbe chekwoget agere lale YouTube kabisa igele ngobo ketiny ole nyorune toretet nerane kochome yoton. Now Mheshimiwa karo yu kulele mbi mami boishonik lakini nye you beat the odds ak imekenen city nebo Nairobi. Kimache keweken ngalekab chetinyegei ak siasa neranik kyok amun kit agenge nenyolu kiguyen en nguni ko in yekitokyinigei siasa kokere kole en ngalekab leadership ngalek choto chebo leadership ko kondoik chechang keboisien neranik yekitokyinigei siasa ko en keretab biik chechang ko neranik kokeboisien kityo en siasa at the end of the day kemeto alak kepromiseni kelenji kinyokekonok boroinwek chebo leadership. Kimache keweken according to you Mheshimiwa kikebwa siasa youths are changing politics chebo emetab Kenya. Kit age nemache kekuyen en nguni Gen Z kuchoto chekere biik en nguni kele they can make change siasa chebwone. Kikikero toino last year kin kotesetai kondoik kikimache kibitisan bilit noton nekebo in financial bill 2024-2025 kiba neranik kotokongetyo according to you oino kakisir sibilini komong neranik kan komong neranik konyokonaang kole tinye sautit before kokikaunyak neranik ne kit nekonyokoyai neranik chuton komongen anyoker kole we have the voice en nguni amun nguni ngebare keyai kiy agetugul ko lazima keker Gen Z kibat kot kikoi boroinwek Gen Z en in slotishek chechang chebo CS chebo in PS CEOs ko kinyor boroinwek en serikalit kingokakobake Gen Z. Ne kit nekilasimisa Gen Z koker kole we have a voice en siasa chebo emetab Kenya.
Amache awekten batay kidogo. You see, me time neityin chi tugul kit nekibore realization. The youth of Kenya, 75, okay, not 75, the 35 and below in Kenya was 75%.
Yes.
So, which 35 and below, most of them go very well educated.
Yes.
Ngengalalen ngunon chito nekakonam koik actively participate actively en tuguk elewendito emet.
Yes.
Kocham alen chitab 18 kotar form 4 kokonyor simet ko interacten ak online information tuguchan tugul ko chitab 18 35 akebata.
Yes.
So kingololen a generation ne kiba sukul en time nebo Kibaki free education, konyor free education en Kibaki time. Kotesta Uhuru en yono. Now we have a huge population netinye education, work, gisoma very bright lakini ma engaged. Now in absence of engagement en chito ne ngom koibu problem. Cham gelelen I remember ever since I went to university, even in high school, kingololen gelelen youth nebo Kenya nguni ko time bomb. The surging numbers, educated, you know, it's a time bomb.
Yes.
Exactly what is happening is what was created long time ago. It is a long ube chiki kopasa again, kopasa gobutoka nyuyane, and they are now moving. They are on the way to rescue themselves. Amumbiju, matinya boy, matinya opportunity, matinya rabishe. What they have is a phone, the internet, they are learning and they can do anything. Yes.
Wow. Facebook. Aya, amuna kera lelale kotebi mat Facebook. Kibet mutai. Ami malondra. Emmanuel EK Malondra. Victor Yegon Malon en Buretira. Amuna kera le. So mane SMS ju kwa amuna kera le in chongo itu akobike chang. Gutur gegere kikerjini sa kutumagiri. Jikuse po as accused Kipruta JD igatuon Malon tuko nyuma yake. Enoch. Aya Dominic Koech Kimi Malon kabisa. Live in Bomet celebrate areas tune in Brayo Senior igatuon mheshimiwa. Aya Joel Kogo Nandi. Hey. Igoni wana bache chugat Malon. Agila itu abia center. Kama kemanga leo ngala Facebook mheshimiwa. Amache keweke ndani kibushinko youths and leadership. Kitokinige siasa. Kikebwa siasa. Eno komake bogotiono ko in kagemwa ugani le konyo ko realize youths kole they have a position in leadership. Mi bili no ke side president nebo cybercrime ngandani in bike changu gere wongu ge which bili ni lakini according to you igerta hano bili ni kwa silent president go in ki silent president at a time ne go binte sabira ila molo dinga kurumwala ulele ndagita usabira ila kugimota ki silent the bill according to you go ya again IT expert go in ya again conduit chebo youths igerta hano tut ko hindaren mogutika Gen Z ana youths ngetokinige siasa chebo 2027.
Amaja koro law for it to get to the president. Ugo kubune law. Kago get drafted as a bill in parliament. Kago readings chebo parliament. Kago nyo public participation. Kago person in parliament, then it goes to the president. In my view, and this is my opinion, any law negia yenye koyoche kotinye definitions anan ko well defined. Nebo cybercrime ko en kabwatenyun ko it's important to have a bill that protecting everyone. Where the challenge comes in is when magi mutchi tugul kokuyo kole kemi bill nebo parliament nekiking'ololen akobo kole kimache keyai kole ak kimache keyai kole tuguchu tugul kokonyas biik kakesignen president kenaen kele kokile kotete mwa chito kouni en yule kerotin kole. So there are very positive gains about that bill in my view.
Yes.
And there are areas yoche kerekebisha namun ngila nguno muje there is a committee that is supposed to look at what you've posted and recommend either giche and again without going to court. It may be misused by the government. So, in my view, it's a good bill.
Yes.
Remember, this is a bill. It was signed into law in 2018. It was amended in 2020. This is 2025.
Yeah, 25.
It is supposed to be amended again. Let's amend it. So, it's not a final product. We can continue improving it until it kochameche tugul akolenji kityo wajumbe yono ko saine ni bills cheu chon en parliament kono kwa ngora forums chebo uliboga omwawech kole nek mi bill ndel yono en parliament asikikuyen akesip kemwou kele kimache kelya.
Yes.
Because ameche ina ile bunge ko kaba biik 290 chekalewen raya amu makimuche kebe biik 60 million olimbo bunge tugul koba keng'alal hata isiku chaotic. So ngiyokto chito agenge en constituency kwa bunge ako bunge kobo kwa ngatutik amamwochi biik chekiyokto kole tesetai ne ko that is a wrong. Yoche in fact chichono kot komi mjumbe namwomwoi biik kole ng'olole ne konyolu koik number 1 noton nekonu kwa gaa.
Right, noton ko mheshimiwa Malon. Amune zamwale mheshimiwa Malon. Hey, Facebook. Maina KE. Malon hii kitu tunakupea leo. Panga jenzi wa bullet mapema kiongozi. Akotoma ni mwale magajere. Lakini according to the haya Brian Yobra kimi nyuma ya Malon. Haya miji ngale MC Nico Sugut. Congratulations honorable Malon, MC Nico for Malon. Haya. Hey. Facebook inege. Facebook ni moto. Oyapo ni jumbe na ngwangeti kwenye Facebook. Tonya kuna poroida baadaye uvirusi mwishiko. Inge bwana ni nguni. Kwa kutoka kwa silent president Billit. Gen Z chibo in Tanzania. Youths. They have what to say. Youths election yesterday go internet labor in Tanzania kutike go curfew. Internet one of the bonus in youths checha countrywide at worldwide. Kuigir tano leonishita Tanzania. Especially gege the big getting voice in the youths.
I think we go and get we need to clap for ourselves as Kenyans. Not everything there with Amon. Kige one yellow engalega democracy or the latest time. We've come very far. I will imagine getting Congo na mwamun kaya chata unenota.
Yes.
I was Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga. We give what rights to Kenya. Kenya rights, freedom. Kenya rights, we get internet, we need to make the whole nation, we get. Even if you steal elections in Kenya, what happened in Tanzania?
Yes.
There is no way I am your main contender. Among your main contender, India, Iratan, Imutan prison, the whole process, PA campaign, Kumami, Isomagura, Mommy, Embe to the elections, Kumami, Mommy, what and I am your main competitor. So, Kinagwaga, Tanzania is wrong. We want to condemn it. President Samia Suluhu, why to go Kitom Tanzania? Tanzania is a good country. Get away, Tanzania, and I liked it. Tanzania is one place.
We used to copy from them.
Tanzania go one place name never handed name in the Imbolea. imine tuku sunflower, it's a place of abundance. Ne nda nyoru leadership nemye kuigwa powerhouse in Africa. Lakini go reduce Tanzania na very patient people barana mno. Pay very patient kina Tanzania last year around November. Kuki ngamoje biga be Tanzania alenja bunu Kenya gele njona ja ko mo tegisi bando gele mo. Ole nyaja magila magtegisi ole nyone ke borchini ge rights. Ki ngoloni kimni akondo gele kumache saben ne wendi komnye. Ko kasarato imaji ina ile patience nebo wa Tanzania ko test Tanzania ko boko mwisho. I want to congratulate you jebo Tanzania. Yeye ine mnye. Kumaje yapata yun enzi zinakuja kimaje free Africa for all of us. What is happening in Cameroon is not Tanzania either. Cameroon, Paul Biya, president at 92 years, no go kige ngecheret. Koko yeshoraya lalenguni there are streets jebo Cameroon ko laldos amun freedom nebo biik che matage chomchi ko express enge. Agelenjini the youth of those places we support them. Kimaje freedoms, kimaje opportunity for everyone. Ago tamoleni kale mbesho inoldaga. Sometimes people think ngoya tukuk che ngoya operation, ko present the youth, ko present the poor, ko bote kole maite betut ne kinyoru. Ako ndawoege they will be caught. Yes.
Right, dego sige iki labat kasarta kapsa artamanga dego shige ne site again ne balangati borondo nimye kabisa ne kitu si tu bange mama jaba kai Facebook amno gira ne labat kabisa which tu yose ile tagas kile mwana labi ikiti ni yetu Malon a sound minded leader Malon haya tanyu mwawe mheshimiwa amno gira ne awami gejere ne ga geje ngona to mai mwawe ki line anyway. How do you hear the leadership of President William Ruto? Campaign the chigeti, kukibiki election gong kwa hustlers. Owicho kotinye Biden kumara gias lande matin ko gyai oti ko ga ito in image kile ichi ne ko kuto kiko le election gong hustlers election gong mama mboga election gong nerani. How do you rate the performance of President William Ruto in rebate nerani chu? Ahad ni kigoigochi in youths kune kigotimisan amun alaya zeta work those youths ala udelen magnuro boishoni kiyokyorote which kele kichaben ki create ne boishoni kechang chemiemetab Kenya at chebo emotinwekab sang. How do you rate the performance of president ak ribet neribe youths? Kigoagitat lewenishetab in 2022 kinyokekon hustler funds. Hustler funds ko ikisome bokol mut isome eliput chechang ko kichezonen gamitab bokol mut. Oindo ko konyokekon initiative age nekure Nyota. In short, for the last 3 years, ko youths chebo emoni kosta ano leadership of president?
Honestly, President William, in my view, unless something else, he does something else, we feel the pinch. I would give him 6 of 10. Amun, as a youth,
yes,
I'm going 6 of 10. Reason being, imuji give me them to give magic white, magic white just last, to give what they will. But implementation, Hustler Fund was a very bright idea. Kina agere kage Hustler Fund ko kyo gno lagi ko kanya ko wale mon. Of course, I knew give me then giving a youth fund, give me then Novel fund, give me then women enterprise fund. To give me then before. Lakini kinga ngala le Hustler Fund, enga buata yun ko kyo gere ko very bright idea. Ne yo acha ko support den hustlers. And ang ngana laga ite bile gali as ko mo biga kurete.
Yes.
Keso ame ngajere da MP ne ba kurete in 2022. I ended up in nomination. Mawaziri nomination igesindana and I agreed, I accepted that. So there was something I was talking about at that time. Kino malology ni bigo kyo maloli no lelen kimajira bishe kichute magwe. In fact malo no ko gi my slogan malo pesa mfukoni. Because gabwata nyune leo kimache kayome akuine na idea and programs che nyumnyumira bishe kuchute magwe gabi. amu siretos biik.
In August.
Siretos biik. Ndewendi olinyon, molel olinyon ineken, ongen ole Kenya mzima komoche siretos biik ako moche kabwatetab viongozi nekere mabukenywan kole ibundo ano rais konyumnyumit kochut ak so kingole William achobe Hustler Fund, I was the happiest man. Only to find that kingeba implementation kikoito ko 500 ko 600 ko 1000 ki limit nyun because I tried. Limit nyun nebo Hustler Fund ko 1200. I mean toreti ngom 500 kotor koik keyaen kii nekilelen kele kakoik something. It won't. So my view then and now ko these programs koyoche kechop programs chekor kesoteni need nebo each and every youth nemoche that support.
Yes.
Asikotoe mungaretab kabosh kekunon enough money kosipto mungaret. Kotoe mungaretab poultry asolishoni mayainik en ngokenik kekunon enough money chemuche kosipto mungaret. Kotoe mama mboga kokongen ole kingalalen president akora mama mboga. Kotko mama mboga kokeseni subui kila every day 1000 and 3000 asikowekta jioni kesoten, that is a target market neter. So kiyoche keib ak keker need nebo each of the groups ak kikoito rabishek in that manner. And that is why was I to be successful to the future, to be part of those people che ngote ngotutik. Koyoche kengalalen keenly kele these ways of fund, these women enterprise fund, these youth fund, Hustler Fund, funds chu ko ne? Why are they monsters?
Paka nyota ne.
Toreti ngo. Mese kengalalen nyota ter. Ngo, who is the target market ingreyo? Amu kiwe youth fund. Youth chebo Kenya bunu matinye tukuchon tugul. So we need to get to a point nekimuche ke fund an idea. Because youth ko very innovative. Ndiko sa tukuk chetinye vijana chebwote kole takiyai. One case, mongo ale kosa, kebore Josephat, my friend, daktari. Tinye a very good opinion, very good idea, but he cannot get funds among the system geared to block big kemenge from getting the money. Imagine in America, you can sell an idea and become a billionaire just by having an idea in your mind.
Only idea.
Only idea. You can sell it $1 billion, $100 million. But in Kenya, an idea will die. You will die with your idea. Number two.
Keep bored in your life.
Number two. William King will talk about affordable housing. For him, to employ the young people of Kenya. Affordable housing, for me, is a very good idea.
Yes.
Only that, Tomo feel the impact of it, especially in terms of employment. Any benefit nebunu affordable housing.
Yes.
Among mamiten vijana chechoke kikeserikali. Ngalekab health kingo reformen SHA komait mwisho neabwoti ole nda tinye nafasi asikiityin 6 chongama asikiityin 9 of 10 anan ko 10 of 10 keborchigei kemeken kele sure kele ngo chito sipitali raini ko liponi outpatient SHA akosoten taka ilipan SHA if you have paid, you are a paid up member nebo SHA konyalu iche sipitali akiweke manyalu ilipan ki.
Yes.
Education. Kengalalen kora kele education, free primary education, free secondary education. Miten winwek che miten kwenet reyo che makikuitosi. Che ndakisoteni choto, we will be able to talk about success age ko succeed in. I think he's done his best. Among leadership ko machicho. Imwoe tuguk chetesetai en barak. Itinye biik another 1000 nemwoe reyo che subuke lele nyokobongoni. Sait age angen ole tinye kabwatutik because I know him in person. Kabwatutik ko kororon akobo emoni. Lakini angen ole koitu ngweny ko kakomanda kokeryo. Kapchai. Ngololen chaik nguni. Ngengolole rani ko mkulima nebo chaik nikisoben echek tugul biikab olinyon, olibo Kericho, olibo Bureti, olibo gaa. Nebo Kolenjin, Nandi, Bomet. Ko kikibo beit netom kai kekere history. Okay, history in 2025 nemongen ole itutun kewelelo. Loans che kitinye farmers maimuch kolipan. The idea is the government is doing little for the farmer in the Kalenjin land.
Now, inimwa kounon Mheshimiwa Malon ko kasarta age tugul ko kandoikyok komi some percentage chekikiteti youths, lakini anaibare ngiro boisionik choton konyolu ko viongozi kobwa konyokokochi neranik komamiten. En inguni chang tuguk kikoker serikali kole yamegei kikochi neranik. Agenge ko that affordable houses chon chekin keret nekibo president ko kimache sikosir neranik chechang. Ngandan imuche ma BNB ma permanent pension nebo mara bo chikcho kityo mo kele hand to mouth boision alak cheu chon. Ane kondochu kitinye how support namdano neranik yo.
Now amu ko kitin nyota ako mo la bawal
to mai wal
kuna wal age tasta age support na ko nyota program brilliant idea. Amu 5 billion ko bwa magobai ga the common man in Kenya ko anyin across the country. I am happy. The program number 1 amuje alenji president Kongole. There is only one wish not nya ko nyota program. Ngamo Ginda blanket cover. Kwa scale there is I am not very sure if that is true. It's here. Nyota.
Yes.
Kwa scale limited ni age group na youth from 18 to 29.
29, yeah.
29. One correction or 3 different corrections jama Chita a youth in Kenya. You get a definition of a youth in dictionary. Ana kwa Muingereza ko between 18 and 35. Definition of a youth in Kenya and Africa kunya lugo teri. Chitana pa 18 in Kenya ko mo contribute positively to the economy no eme. Tako mi school katara form 4, tako endi university. The actual person ne aje ngolole in Kenya ko between 24 and 35 to even 40. Amunji da 35 40 in Kenya ngune kutoka kijana mdogo toma kunyor network. In fact chitenda kunyor gazi ako no meline mangare 31 35 40 in Kenya. So that is a population and that is a correction in Kenya. So kimu debro on board. Number 2, in you want a blanket figure, I think 50,000 or 100,000, whichever, to different categories of youth, that is wrong. Unless the intention, ko gibrabisha ko feel in the economy circulation of money. Amone nguni ngalale. Ko mami circulation, mami rabisha circulation by me.
Yes.
So but intention ko rabisha gi circulate ni perfect. But if the intention is to empower the youth,
yes,
which I think is the intention, kwa hiyo can programs in a way that every single entity nabo vijana, every single youth can identify needs cha chiga. Aki gochi ko tinga needs cha chiga. Kut kumacha chita kibet. Kut kumacha chita 1 million ko propane mungare. Aki gochi 100,000. Ko beto 100,000 ni jota ako bet mungare. But if they want a million, aki gochi 1 million. Ko chapok se mungare ete ako we grabisha gugu ako sirak piche chan. That is my opinion. Kut kumacha chita 50,000 aki gochi 100,000. Okay, makosa, because you've given them 50,000, so they will eat that 50,000. So, kai need each and every youth, ne mache rabisha choto, agi goji ko kinge moto.
All right, labate ka
support, not have support na bon leaders. It is not enough. We then support chiki, most of the people we go support the a leader go football. Marathon in some places. Agere mheshimiwa Ngongwe musicians, support the musicians. So for me, that is not enough. Good job, Senator Nabakaricho, good job. He's doing football. Songo well good. I have seen marathon. That is good. Ngong, I have seen him supporting me. That is good. But there is something we are forgetting.
Yes.
The youth of Kenya, talented between NY. There is a whole lot of area na to magigir. To mag-incubate ideas to the youth. which is, I think, the game changer. If today we got 1,000 youths from our region, Kalenjin region, I incubate an ideas chetinye, chebo mungaret, chebo sobet, chebo keret nywan nebo tuguk nyolu kyai. Age change funding for those ideas. We will change this world in our lifetime.
So empowerment chi kere wewe kondo chongo na gere gere hapa ke empowering youths aga kina mama mara ngebe nda kurugeba. Does it assist torete nerani chu?
I think empowerment programs chubo arambe. Imo cho arambe chukigere kibendi yo arambe. For me, ko campaign machinery. It's a campaign tool. It is not an empowerment program. Case in point, mama ja mo golono chorwe nyujita negi agenge negi that program.
Yes.
Kage changan almost 20 and 15 million. How many? A lot of money. Kage kwa kondo ikanyo ke ngalal ke likimaje ke empower youth. Kage kura bishek. At the end of the day,
Yes.
each individual got I think 1,200 and 1,500. Kasip cheita rabishek into individuals.
That was like
1,200, 1,500. I mean, even the transport fare cheka kwa ishien konyo function. Program registration ko register ke en kwene treyu. Mayama ko wega. So for me, it is it's furthering impoverishment. Furthering even a time to my idea would have been, if you really want to do that, empower. Let's talk about programs just sustainable. Among sustainable arambe, nenyo ke jumbigra arambe, mokore tuwe ko uniko kipite mbigra pisha chota. What we need is a sustainable program. Neni na 40 million. In there pool. Any enterprising young person, woman or old person can get the money to do the enterprise. That is empowerment.
That's going to be the best.
It is the best. So what they are doing is a waste of time.
Now, sometime mheshimiwa kwa muone ndale nara nichungeba ishene ngitaki ngesi yasa kila politics and campaign mood gawanyo kena men lo ko chutona na yotsicho age promisen heaven on earth in ngalega boishoni inigire statistic mochige gerge ga bwangaru yo biga burita Kalenjin boishonik kemwa kele boishonik che tangible ako chekikere ine kele kikenyoru missing en serikalitab president William Ruto ko viongozi chetokunotin en barak yun amun echek ot echek en reyu komakinote number of imuche chekenda statistic because of mara ko news chekeyoe ne lakini en okwek kinyor youth chechoket chebo gaa yu boishonik en serikali missing when you compare with other people chemu burishek alak.
Ngalenjin amaje afokal mute ayuth en Kericho ko kerga ayuth en Mombasa. Agerga ayuth en Kisii, kerga ayuth en Nairobi. My view ko it is not enough. Tuguk chekikenyor vijana en serikalitab President William kuma enough. There is a reason for that.
Yes.
We are many. The economy is not doing very well. Programs are not good enough to usher in the youth to things.
Yes.
So in your room, you got chita agenge kasi nominated kwa MCA or you got kazi hapa na pale. A drop in the ocean.
Yes.
Because that is not what we need. Right now, where we are in Kenya, we don't need anyone getting employed to government.
Yes.
Like in out of 1,000 people, come meet our chi. Ako ndamaje kutore the fellow youth. Chicho taga ngene ka sisi kuma tore toxic. I mean there are so many just resources ndio ni job. So kema ile kiboishe na vijana bwana viongozi wa sawa ngechero. Of course kama programs for national government.
Yes.
But even at individual level, vijana in so many ways.
Yes.
The youth of Kenya as kepoishen amu no Gigi ko bright. He was a good. Kasarta kakotar school kumamiten kasi. Hakuna ajira. Mami resources ka. Tamoja ngale. Enzi chebo my father ko kingobari itar school itinye mara 10 acres. And a 5 acres. Chegoni your father, you can get married, kakekonin tuga kidogo en gaa akitau sobet like let move on like that. The generation nekingololen yours and mine ak biik chemi ngweny ireyu ko it is not the same. Inyoru out of 3 acres and 1 acre netinye your father ko you are three sons or log 8 chomiten yono. So even dividing including him amun takosobe ako tokoyang amun mache akine that resource koma enough. So ngoba itari sukul kijana ko kazi yako ko itembea ni ichenjige kwenye. So these youth because of the suffering over time.
Yes.
Ngoit korista age tugul, ngoit mheshimiwa age tugul, mjumbe age tugul kokochin something small ako lenji ako promise heaven ngobare nyoru ng'echeret kochu suswek. It is very difficult kecheng kikuyo muguleldab binadamu inai ile ng'o netinye good intention ak ng'o netinye bad intention. Kupotam walenji ngiraya osa kiptaya nemi kizungut kotoreto osiyebwa oinyita konai ole noni kotinye ngozi ya kondo lakini ni
now Kipkimboki watching live from Kisiara Malon haya Kimboi Wangwang yatwe conference kipongeza mheshimiwa kongwe missing Desto mem Zoya MP wako mapema Malon tano fresh haya Amos Kikweche live from Erorete Malon pongeza na mweshi tuko nyuma yako at Narok South watching live pokea salamu zangu Malon wangeni mwenyewe. Theo Rono, a very insightful conversation. Malon approach to leadership is truly refreshing and worth experiencing. We need to give him the opportunity to lead Kenya through political constituency. Theo Rono. Kipe Franklin Chipon Malon kale Malora kiongozi never Bureti. Haya Kongo Missing. Huyu ni kiongozi sisi kwa Bureti for a long time. Tuko na manifesto lakini kazi tunasaulika. Honorable Malon, we are ready to mobilize young people across for the safety of young people who are suffering depression because of they have been forgotten for a long time. Pongezi sana. Haya, chona kwa Facebook. Kimachi keweke nai. Okay, ripiga Bureti. Tingeren matumaini. I don't know. Mwaguni boroenda uginye. Lakini this time round kuka kutoka. Mheshimiwa, are you aspiring for maybe Gacheret in MP Bureti?
Like I told you,
though poster you are aspiring for an MP.
Like I told you, in 2022, I came with a program.
Yes.
Bureti, I didn't like the leadership that was there. Of course, Bureti again, a Kenya mzima. Amun ninyoru nafasi na MP, ko other than leading your constituency.
Yes.
He contributed to the policy in the policy in the youth, the direction in the So, continue program, a very good program for Bureti. Ne kinge put into test. Amun ngelengo ngoito sinye ibe goitei manifesto ingolol jibi. Then it will be put to test on the nomination day. Ana gigitar wanya juga nomination. Ko rejecten raya. Ita gi rejecten ana gi lengo kaitu. Because the intention of every leader, in my view, kokotore picture. Ko kingo sich chitane gisich at that time, apongeza akasupported. Akabwat ole Mungu kimache tugul ketoret biikab Bureti. Abwat ole kubukoyoe kunoto kotoret ak biikab Bureti. Nguni kengololen kokesir midterm osinye. Kitou ngunon ma 2020 saketinye 2 years so kokeyai mtihani chebo midterm. Kwen assessment nenyu nguno aker ko below expectation. Aker ale kotitakemeche any ngomure tam koya soiti ko kakoik. Ko kakoseret chitab Bureti soiti. Ale 2027 nitarudi awekse debe aleni chitab Bureti ye ongepangan kaya kero mwae makosa neunikinye. Kekono nafasi ane at the programs chebo a youth because amache ile leadership and you can go back in time. Kandoindet akatugul ko kitise biik chief. Like in kap kandoindet whether it is a paramount chief, a chief, anango, ana kiongozi nekikochi wananchi ana nekikochi Jehova boisietab kindochi biik ko kini inyoru ko walokse sobeng'ung in a way. What we have is currently ko kikenyoru biik che ngobore kikochi nafasi.
Yes.
Ko akot konyor haya ko akot konyor bichoto chekikochi nafasi akot kokoshi buch mi kit nekibore empathy en sobet kokochi buch empathy ak sympathize akot sympathize ak situations chechwak komoyoe amun ma available for them makosyin kole lelenen. And then the worst thing that happens ngiyokto chito kwa bunge kokobo ngalal koto bichu tugul kap koito
ko represented
wendi koyoe representation, but for 5 good years inyoru kakilewen mjumbe nemekere en bunge mekere en gaa mekere en anywhere ako kurenge mjumbe nekiyokte. In fact they should be recalled in my opinion. Nyalu ke takewal ngatutiet koik rahisi kewon chito kwo gaa asikenam age nebo kong'olole nekoto.
Now, according to you, Mheshimiwa Malon Koin, most of the time you are going to do campaign. Kumis lot nebo youths in boishoni. Kinyoke go no contracts, kinyoke go no tender. Lakini at the end of the day, kuchu gemwa kondo chu also make joro Mheshimiwa. Which mongen kot kubote. Yo manyorot kecheret en baraza nebo mimi. Igere umi kwenet ak raia. Now Mheshimiwa ininyi kondoichu ne agenda ne chinyolu koker kole kokikimit neranik chuton amun ki biik ikushini kongen nguni ko youth chu. Ne to kikere ile ndokiyochin youth in constituency koik kiongozi komuche koker kole now we are feeling the leadership nebo kondoik chekilewen. For example inye Mheshimiwa ndaraini wabone baronda biikab county biikab sub county nebo Bureti. Negirle yomeke keyai ko priorities. Maybe we can say 4 key agendas chome keyochi lagok chuton siko feeling the leadership ako ker kole kondoik chekilewen koe konyokonam echek eun.
Korok like you said before kogetep swali nama I don't think kawalu lakini mara moja kuyo chita kalenjin a candidate nebo MP nebo Bureti 2027. That said kogetep kora kole yoche kiyochi ne biik as a priority. I'll take you back to what is the function of a legislator. Function of MP kone according to law got 3: representation, oversight, of legislation.
Yes.
You have to. But now, once you become a leader,
yes,
representation goes beyond sitting in parliament. It goes beyond kage lewinin ake buren kainet mheshimiwa.
Magele nini parliament ko represent.
Exactly. Number 2, oversight ko igir tuguga national elevation ito president and executive. Rabisha ga emet.
Yes.
Of course legislation ko kaya ngatutik chinamege ak biikab emet kele kakichopto no emet asugoi place. Agenge ko nikemwoe cyber crime act nebo ngololen anan ko finance bill chon kichobe appropriation bill tuguchon tugul.
Yes.
Ane anyor nafasi ko miten tuguk chekemwa ale amache aboisien as part of representation.
Yes.
As part of the representation, and I am very specific to my constituency Bureti. College brand in Bureti, poverty levels come with the Mitten, of course, other than lagok che orphans, matinye CV because of 1 or 2, 3 things. But mitten bigalak, mitten widows, of course, we need to talk about them. Mitten now the youth,
yes,
you know, ni chito kanera ne kotinye opportunity lakini hakuna, kotinye ne lakini hakuna. Ako mitten generally the infrastructure bit of it. Infrastructure most of them go to KBH and serikali and but chukamwa chu somok chu ko cheka revolve in life nebo chito. My leadership in Bureti and even in Kenya ko how do we transform lives? How many lives can be changed kile kwa kuikibetra kiongozi ko kawalak sabon mo kite ko. That is the kind of leadership I want. Now imagine ngelewen ndani in Bureti mjumbe nebo Bureti, I will look at Bureti ako lesede those bikiwango hiki. In my 5 years cheta okay, wal sabonu gabi jetchoni by implementing several programs, and those will majorly empowerment programs. When I talk about the youth in 2021, and they will confirm. They opened an office Anganole, they are faced challenges, I don't know. But I began that program. My program was, I get money for the border industry. These people, they can move into different things through the money from the circle. If I got the opportunity, go to the people Jamaica was, pick your poultry, meet then Mama they have other ways of making money. But all Mama Bogas, all these people, in my view, can get a way of getting a pool in the body resources easily. There was also a program I had about the future talented. You are in football or games, any game, football, ilabati, you are an artist, you can draw. Those are the people you came out. Then we look at them, how to support them. Because employment is not sustainable. Because you need to provide programs a footballer in Europe got a lot of money. In fact, that is the kind of life we want to build for our people and Kawi. Then in terms of representation in the other than the national government, for example, most of the people in I mean, there are a lot of institutions as a leader, you can bring a lot of things for your people. Communications Authority, KWS, UAP, everywhere there are monies just set for different places in Kenya. The only people to get those money could be Kiki or representation. There are two kind of people and three. There are three kind of people just so manager, especially when it comes to leadership. Me then Kiko Sarat, Kiko buys a bit, so Megasi, guess it. Nelly no one was around Maganesa, Mamaji to me then Neso Megasi, as if we are in a Huribe to Buki. Our meetings on Magari, the Muntin, personal conviction. Negatable, picture, Ketor. That is a kind of a person, that one is Malon. Ane Mosome Boisia, the Muna Majal, Velavana Majara, Muna Sereti, Apana, Mosome Boisia, the Muna Jing, to Buki, Janga to Gamajari, to Jugapana, a Jing Boisia about MP. Amunian problems, Joggerole. Should I get the influence? Amucho authority Kenya kwa ujumla.
Aya, Korir, I call it Malon, your manifesto is good. Do you want to implement them in phases? Otherwise, Malon, Aya. Sean is Malon to communicate. I love the conversation. We need to make a youth be somebody like our fathers. As youth, we are becoming desperate a lot. Mara kazi, mara shamba, mara kweni, abdullah. Aya. Newton Kikorire, ndugu en kapsini tweet. Pongezi Malon wetu, turn fresh, you have good ideas to us, we are proud of you. Aya. Feites, Malon ra, aya. Hey, we have some 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Lapati gasarta, chenye sa mbili yake bebe yach. Now, Ketestai wonech manifesto chigerele yomeke yochi youths chibo constituency yake tukul agnole matidi machi in kechereten constituency not the boy in Bureti the same thing that bushe ga biga Bureti ko ta bushe kibo constituencies negit tukul. According to you in your manifesto ko targe wonechi maile agenge imache cheng igerile Kembawaren Bikecha, go Mama Boga, go Jebuzuki Omega, go youth, border, go. Now, in Gondwigalak, Chimara apart from political seats, go me Gondwiki get the Yochimi parastatals, me CEOs, me directors, me would see CS you gilewe. Inge one counties a jocket. Kinam Danu youths.
Kibet, the problem nekitinye ko iguren it's a problem that has been built over time. Ingen the youth, and I want to talk to the youth nebo Kenya. Mami chi age nemuche kosor vijana nebo Kenya other than the youth himself. Amache inai like this is a problem nekitokee uyani. Kikinam kijana nekibo 18 years because that is what definition nebo youth, 18 to 35.
Yes.
Kenam chitab 18 en bichu kikoba chumi barak yu. Kenam chitab 18 keeten opportunity kot koit 40. Na nginyokonyoru nafasi as a youth at 40.
Kokakwo time.
Kakwo time. Now tinye time nebo youth time nebo nguni en 40, 45, 50 to even 60. Kutokukurenge youth amun in fact me youth leader nebo ODM going Oburu Odinga. So youth leader, he get an opportunities in when you now it is their time. Neribenke yani kiki postpone their time as youth. Now they think they are youth at this point. So for that to change, the youth of Kenya must arise to the occasion. Arise to the occasion. Engoro mnatet ako kongolekitu ako le nafasi ni yetu kwa sasa. Asike wala the whole system of governance. Sige nyoru inclusion of youth. So ngengololen ngunon meje ile most of the policy direction kotienge the number of legislators chetinye vijana and chetinye vijana, the number of people in positions. Of course, positions jemiten Kenya ngune ko most of them are not headed by youth. If you head go youth chukan kikisport position nafasi there are 60 70 go head in those institutions. How possible is it that they will think about you and think about your future, for example? They won't. At that point, say for example I'm 50, I'm 60, and you are 60 also. I'll be looking for my peers. Now much of what I say, no, all even imite narabi kikahab kori reno limbabo med kiong narab kori rwany mianora ibirjisi mo ko legi baja ngwanyo dion nye konyo ko konin kasi. Same thing when I have an opportunity, Victor Malone, ko if I have an opportunity today, ko tonyo opportunity ne wacho goito abirjini kijana mwenzangu, there is no way abirjini jitana wena ne anako jitana mingi zaidi ya nane ndakuwa nafikiria alele noe pag mingi bieti nebo nye au kia baro agera gene akona uwezo anaweza fanya kazi. That is the kind of thing we have to change. So to 2027 amo that is the opportunity nekitinye.
Yes.
Ko also me youth chebo Kenya kwa ujumla machebo kwa lenje ni cheke. Let's mobilize against vijana wenzetu if we want something to change. Otherwise it will not change. President is 60 something. President is it 60 and 60 something president. President of Kenya.
Yes.
I mean gotoko gule ako mai bi kesire ko emeti ni ko 90% ko biga bina ni 60 70 60 50 70 amun you know it's natural. So we have to be intentional. The youth of Kenya again agele no one else will give us power, no one will give us platform, no one will give us opportunity. It is only us to take it by force.
Pongezi, keep on going, sir. It shall be well. We pray God to use you bring change in Bureti. Haya Mike, nebona kuro kale in pongezi mheshimiwa Labata. Haya. Malon ra in Bureti. You are very ready to vote Malon in. Keep Roy. Haya. Malon ra koi campaign gitu gian news kina yo jawab buri they behind you.
I want to give them the platform. Amaja alibijo ngabaza ageli jidabure ni kazarane kama wewe ni mzazi ina ile kwa Malon mpina baburete kuma itinye tabu karori ibu
koja
kijana
kusumbua hivi
kijana iko na ngazi te kwa toje you can prepare to marry koti mwanaume kama wewe ni dem you can prepare to get married ka jabu ngale. So
in tu kigere nyolo ke pamben resources kwa youth.
Yes, there is no option. Mommy shortcut to changing the narrative and direction of Kenya.
Now
no shortcut.
Amaje kule nchini role general few siasa kwa meta Kenya kita kini ya siasa kwa 2027 mi utsiroyo amang'u ale ndesie nafas next week I think kechengun kora nafas sinyor amun akere baraa ng'alekab ng'alalutik choton chebo youth. En inye ikerto ano siasa chebo emetab Kenya ak akonin kora some few minutes imekene closing remarks.
Okay. So siasa chebo emetab Kenya ko kingen kele Raila Odinga ko a very influential country in Kenya, a very influential being. Generally kitinye following no and across Kenya. So meetab Raila ko give some a change kidogo, actually a major change amun ole kikibwotito Ugenya ak kikibwotito Koter. 2027 if Raila was alive ko komache kityo kole someone tosha anakoso ako wala kisabu. But where we are ko ODM in the first place ko unlike before ko we are looking at division. Nije bare broad based, nije bare toma kwa mwachi kole kikile gelian, nije bare kitunget nye candidate nenyon. ODM and in my view ko factor en nguni ko chama nekatamwa kole nekata nyumnyume sabeta President William koik president. Now in absence ko miten sitofahamu ya kagere rane ni Matiang'i kage endorse candidate nebo Jubilee. Of course Matiang'i with UPA ni kinyine ko kimakomuche kosome amun matinye resources, but with Jubilee we can take him as a serious candidate. There's a possibility to back in Mount Kenya, of course, big to agree. But we also have Gachagua in place, Gachagua,
Kalonzo.
We have Kalonzo. Agolele bichutukul tunguya gine kubari in another opposition. My thinking ko magoy ko as an opposition. So there is the playing field go to in my view, William Ruto. But there is a factor in the Gen Z, which is around 30% of the voters the born in 2027. Come handling the president from here, it is for him to lose.
Slippery Gen youth school.
Very slippery, and not you themselves alone. Me then me became employed. It's me employment. They were told about the housing levy, the SHA, the NSSF to join the. So my view is, if things change, especially in the pockets in the next 1 year, it will be a very good plus to the President William Ruto. Lakini kama walagi ko gerge ita kiunguni ko amangole ko chita college ngom Virgin William Ruto ko president amon ile ngo chito nyo. But there is a good number bara chimuche kedusa.
Mheshimiwa kana mdeka sarta. Kamera na mungu ni iye mimi kimusi. Ambaye ngara ndiga bureti ngara news in closing remarks.
Among machangalolchi as I close youth chebo bureti college in Pojongla. College ogane ke guruno malon Victor Raguno. A chimungare inde mungare kami IT, ami mjengo, ami pharmacy, ami tuku kecha. Kaya tuku kecha mo patay mo gra test na kana. Ko isyo acho na mo ko isyo acho. Tuku kya mo chaw mo kana tuku kya kaya ngalagan rane. Ko ichi. The most important ko it is our time. Yoche kenam nafasi nenyonet en mesetab kandoinatet, mesetab policy direction, ak chetab tuguk engoromnatet amun mamiten chito age nemuche kosolver eche. Ko chitab bureti asomin ale bendi tare yu keng'olole ng'alekab 2027 ko tuna candidate age ne asome boisietab MP nengwong. Asome ale osoiwon ak obwan betenyun ak kebangange tugul asikeker kele kakiwalda ano sobetab chitab bureti ak chitab Kenya kwa ujumla. Asante sana Kibet kwa kunikaribisha. Kema ile utanipea time nyingine, mimi nitashukuru na nitakuja.
Karibu. Okay, no, lebana we still have along to say amache yes barodora from next week you can talk to me sige gonna fast kitanyo ngalal para agwero letni ngalek ne chemege ke kongil youth chekitien gun kon which kongo missing hena kwa getol ya ge bantu le kongete ga ge taw gun go site ai divorce active mage street site en age kebeberiat dei silangat kwa kuchobo kuona news chebo rani korongetu twan asubuhi na mapema tetutik choton chebo tugetab